And we're doing it live.
Welcome to the GRG podcast, where we talk about the latest in gaming news, hot topics, and more.
Let's go! With
guests Lady Infamous, Delilah HD, 108 Dragons TV, Triple Cup Chuck, Live Wires Gaming, Blood Knuckles, 100, Kaleidoscope, and your host, KMEGA 405. The GRG podcast
starts right now.
Okay. What's up? Be quiet. What? I told you about that stuff live. We here. We live, man. We are live. We don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear it. Because we doing it live, ladies and gentlemen. We are doing it live. I'm telling you, KMEGA is a trooper. Man.
I just got one question. Are we doing it live from the 405 or no?
Yeah, we're doing it live from the 405.
Oh, really? But really, I'm not from the 405. I'm from
doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you know what I'm saying. Where I sit there and I started when I sent the link. Okay, everybody. All right, Delilah. What's your zip code?
404.
Okay, Infamous. What's your zip code?
415.
All right, Kaleidoscope. What's your zip code?
727.
All right, Live. What's your zip code?
Damn, what is my zip code?
Yeah.
So you know.
Okay, all right, never mind. I'll find it. I'll be running behind. Lawrence, what is your zip code?
210.
All right, cool. Now let me just explain this to you. All of the codes mean jack shit to me because you know what? The link was sent from 405, baby. So we doing it live.
I think your zip code. How's your zip code 3 numbers?
He mean area code. We know.
Oh, that's like zip code. Area code. Hey man, I had a 13.5-hour work day. I worked not too long ago, man.
You know what that sound like to me? That sound like an excuse.
That does. What? I ain't gonna play.
Man, dedication. Anyway, let's get it. The GRG podcast is here, episode 59. Man, we are closer to E3. I cannot wait. So let's go to the illustrious panel and get started. So we're going to start with you, Lady Infamous. What's going on with you?
Good evening, everyone. This is me, Lady Infamous 415. Grown Women Gaming, First Lady, IntermediateGamer.com. And you just don't know how blessed this day was for me. And I want to thank the panel for showing up. I'd like to thank the chat for stopping by. And let's hit on these topics, y'all.
Testify.
Testify. Boy, I need my gospel. I need my dolphin. I got going on in the background. Hold on, let me get that. All right, good, got it. All right, let's go to you, Delilah HD or High Fiber. What's going on with you?
What's up, man? I'm excited to be here today. It was a pretty long work day, so feels good to kind of wind down. You know, Delilah HD, Grown Women Gaming, 1/4 of Grown Women Gaming. So yeah, let's get it. I'm excited. Let's go.
Cool, no doubt. And everybody in the chat right now that's listening, drop those area codes, man. Let me know where y'all from. You know what I'm saying? Representing. You know what I'm saying? Because we do it big from the 405, baby. That's why we do it. Anyway, so Live Wire, the bum, our Donald Trump. What's going on with you, man?
Man, you know, work was crazy this week, bro. That shit was crazy.
Oh, little Bianca? Bianca was giving you all types of problems?
Nah, I was just talking about work. Oh. I didn't just a lot of shit going on. But you know, finally got to play some State of Decay, and this shit is like, it's crack, bro. This shit is crack. Yeah. Can't wait. Man. This shit is that shit.
Well, we'll get into it. We'll talk about it. It's a definite topic. So let's go on to Kaleidoscope. What's up with you, bro? You weren't on here last week, man. Hope you're feeling better. What's going on with you?
Well, everything is good, man. I can't front. Been playing a lot of Destiny 2, really. That shit is my crack. All right, literally, I can't front. That's my crack. I've been on it hardcore, yo. I'm trying to get to level 385 right now. I'm at 354, working on 3 different characters. And it's a shame. I'm basically seeing dudes falling left and right in the new heroic strikes. People is getting bodied left and right thinking this is old school Destiny. Dudes is getting bodied in like 2 seconds, yo. It's like I gotta keep picking up after everybody that's in the fucking game, dude. I'm like, what the hell, man? It's like I'm the cleanup crew. That's what I feel like.
Call it John.
Like in John Wick, you over here jumping in there and just you got that cleanup crew. So that's what you are. You over here cleaning it up.
Yeah, I'm cleaning shit up, yo. Most of the times, I'm the last guardian alive, yo. You're the last guardian standing. I'm like, fuck. Gotta go pick up dumbass over there, pick up dumbass on the other side, and then like that we go back and finish the heroic strike, man. But either way, besides that, I saw Deadpool 2 today. That shit was lit, man.
Was it lit? I've heard some good things from a couple of people that said they've seen it. So yeah, I plan on trying to catch it maybe this weekend, if not, definitely next weekend. So, all right, cool. So then we move on to intro media gaming bum. You know what I'm saying? We go ahead and let him pop up in here. Let him pop up in here a little bit. You know what I'm saying? What's up with you, Lawrence? With the pink, my man with the pink.
Why are you over here talking all that shit, though? You ducking me in KI and everything, Tekken and all that. Shut it up.
Ain't nobody ducking you in nothing.
Hey.
Ain't ducking you in nothing. Ain't nobody ducking you in nothing. I'm always on point with the sound effects. Anyway, so what's been going on with you, bro? Man, I know you only popped in here a couple of times, so
I'll be chilling, man. I just been chilling, taking care of some personal stuff, and in gaming every now and then. Been picking up a few games here and there on PC, man. This talking about games that's crack right now. River City Ransom Underground. That game is crack right now.
What game is that?
River City Ransom Underground. It is a Steam game. It's a Steam game. If you played the one for the NES, this one is a reboot. Oh my god, I'm playing it right now. Actually, I just got it muted. I'm playing it right now. Like that's how much crack this is right now. I'm trying not to rage.
I think it was fantastic back on the NES days, man.
This game is good.
But maybe don't play that game.
Does it have next gen graphics, or does it look like an NES game?
No, it looks it's
like an NES game.
But it's same people that made Blaze Blue Arc Systems.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Arc Systems got a hold of it, and they did a really good job recreating it. So I mean, I'm like
straight old school.
Oh, indeed.
Yeah. That's cool.
I might have to check that out. I'm going to go to Steam and maybe check that out here after the show if I don't just fall straight to damn bed after this long ass day. But anyway, man, I stay up, baby. I'm going to stay up all night like I'm 22. Anyway, let me stop lying. Anyway, so the usual suspects, Knuckles, 100, 108 Dragons, they away, you know what I'm saying? So we just go ahead and just get this party started. Let's start off with Inside Xbox. Now, there's a lot of people had a lot of things to say, so I can't wait to hear you guys' thoughts on it. So first off, I'm going to start off with the new person on the team. What's going on, Lawrence? What did you watch the Inside Xbox event?
I didn't get to watch a lot of it because, like I said, due to personal.
Okay, never mind. You shouldn't have came.
The only thing
anyway, so
and the survey says you're dead.
Anyway,
I did hear about the controller, and I looked into it a little bit. I thought the premise of the controller was for handicapped people. That's actually a good idea. Right up there with the idea when they had the Xbox where you can have the same controller, where you can have somebody play for you, something like that. I thought that was a pretty dope little idea. So I mean, accessibility is always a good option for those gamers because gamers come in all sizes and shapes. So yeah, I think that was a good look. That's the only thing I saw.
All right. Yeah, big shout out to the people in chat. AJ Felton, you know what I'm saying? What's up? Hey man, old school homeboy from back in the day, man, popped up in here. James Fortson, man, appreciate it. You bum. You need to go and join the Patreon, man. Hook your boy up. You know what I'm saying? And anyway, and to everybody else that's hopping up on here, Rain, you know what I'm saying? Salty is gaming. What's happening? Your 100 is in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Look at it. You know what I'm saying? Our boy Jazzy Noob always up in here, man, representing GRG.
Jazzy Noob won like one of the things on Inside Xbox too. I saw his name up there.
Yeah, I think he did. I know Xbot won something. I don't know what he won. I think he maybe won State of Decay. I don't know, but he won something. We got King.
Hey, Jazzy, and he's in the comments right now. What did you win? Just tell us what you won.
Yeah, let us know what you won. You know what I'm saying? Other Zinc, you know what I'm saying? John the Gamer, you know what I'm saying? And everybody else in here, man. Appreciate y'all being in here, man. Go spread that out. Yes, and I know you want to hear it. No, Nick, we start off Friday right. So anyway,
I saw that game the other day and I thought of you, but like, oh god,
you need to copy it. It's pretty cool. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's
nice.
Not bad.
So Jazzy said he got that State of Decay 2 Ultimate Edition. That's what he won. Yes, inside the Xbox Live.
Oh, that's what's up. So he's playing it now, isn't he?
Yeah. So yeah. But anyway, so somebody who's effort. Yeah. Well, I'm just saying. Somebody. Yeah. We only talk about when I get free stuff, man. We ain't talking about nobody else. Hate. Anyway, so
Lord,
so Infamous. Did you watch Inside the Xbox? What did you think about the show overall? What was your favorite?
Man, I didn't watch it, yo. I didn't watch it. I was at work.
You know what? I got to pull it out. I got to pull it out.
I'm sorry. At least I'm keeping it honest with you guys. I ain't gonna sugarcoat. And
I know, right?
My ass off what I ain't do.
Let's go to the talk. People want to hear input. People want input, man. People want input. But okay, so Delilah HD, please, because you know what? Hold on. Let me give Lawrence and let me give Infamous our favorite little thing.
I'll take it.
Sorry here. Come on, man.
I like the way Lane said it.
So what's up, Lila? Did you?
Okay, so I did watch the show. I could not watch it live, but I did watch it. And I liked it. The only thing I didn't like was like parts of the ending.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, it was cool. I hated the No Man's Sky segment. I thought that was lame because the creator of No Man's Sky, my respect for him is so little to where it's hard for me to even pay attention to anything that he says or believe anything that he says. But outside of that, I enjoyed the show. I thought it was pretty good. I love the Halo stuff. I can't wait for the Halo game to come to Dave & Buster's because we do got one right around the corner. So I will be checking that out once it gets in our area.
I have to go to Dave & Buster's then. I got a reason to go.
Buster's, yeah. Mm-hmm. What else did they talk about? Of course, they talked about State of Decay. And they showed the release date for the Sea of Thieves stuff. I thought that was pretty cool, which is the 28th of May. So they had a lot of cool things, but I still feel like the show, if it seems like it doesn't have like a strong direction sometimes. But yeah, it was. If I had to score it, I would say I would give it probably about a 7.
About a 7.
About a 7. It was better than what the very first show.
Well, it's only been 3, so
yeah, it was better than the first one. The first one to me it was just too much, but yeah, so 7, solid 7.
Okay, so No Man's Sky didn't show no interest, didn't give you no interest at all.
Like I said, for me, it's about integrity, and I have no respect for it. I just don't. I'm sorry. It is what it is.
What did that man do to you? What did that man do to you?
It's to the point where I don't even care about his game. Like, I'm sorry. It's just I feel like this dude bamboozled the industry. He straight bamboozled the industry with all that hype and expectation, and then it didn't even have a proper ending. Like, and the game was just mediocre. He lied about the multiplayer. Like, sorry, to me, it's a level of respect. And so when I saw them doing the segment on him, bringing No Man's Sky next to Xbox, I was just like, I don't want to skip this. I just skipped it. I'm like, I can't.
It was pretty interesting. I mean,
look at him.
I can't lie though.
The respect level is just.
I can't lie.
I had to sidestep. I had to sidestep and just keep it pushing because I can't. Just like I said, the level of respect is just so little. Can't do it, and I'm not even buying this game anyway, so it's not doing anything for me. That's pretty much it. I mean, what else want me to say?
Damn, that was cold, bro. I felt it.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'm back. Mm-hmm. So I was over taking a bite of pizza, man. Anyway, so you just want to hear me smack this time. Okay, Kaleidoscope. What did you think about Inside Xbox? Did it meet your expectations? Was it any good? Did you like it? I mean, did you hate it? Where were you at on it?
Well, I'm with Delilah. It's actually better than the first episode.
Look,
it wasn't better than the second episode.
Wait, though. Oh, you talking about the show?
Yeah, the show
itself. I thought you talking about No Man's Sky. I was about to go ahead.
No. I'm talking about the show itself, Xbox Insider. It was better than the first episode, but not better than the second. The second episode was really good. All right, they knocked it out the park with this one. And as far as the stuff that they were showing, I was there more or less. I was actually feeling it to a certain degree. And I saw the No Man's Sky segment when they was actually interviewing Sean Murray. I was like, wow, he finally crawled up from under the rock he went up under. was like, okay, interesting. All right, because he's been gone for a minute from the limelight. He's been gone for a minute. Now, actually, graphically, No Man's Sky actually impressed me. I thought it looked like ass back in the day, but when I saw that lunar rover, I was like,
I know, right? That looked pretty interesting.
When I saw the lunar rover, I was like, okay. Now, I had somebody in the party with me because we was actually watching it live that actually played it on PlayStation. He was like, dude, you know, some of the stuff you do is actually cool, but the story is ass, in his opinion. Right, because obviously, you know, everybody has their own opinions. But in his opinion, he said the story was ass. But he said that some of the things that you actually do are really cool. So I'm like, okay, I don't know if I'll actually get the game. You know what I'm saying? But the lunar rover actually interested me quick as hell because I actually like Mass Effect. You know what I'm saying? That's one of my favorite franchises. And seeing that in another game actually pulled on the heartstrings. So I was like, all right. The stuff that when I saw the Call of Duty trailer, I was like, okay, this looks like the best looking Call of Duty I've seen so far yet. The gameplay aspects and all that actually looked pretty cool, man. It reminded me of Rainbow Six Siege mixed with Call of Duty and Battlefield. Right? It's like throwing everything in the kitchen sink at it. Oh, so I was like, all right. And the way they had their...
You talking about No Man's Sky? That they mixed all that shit together, or that's just your personal opinion?
He was talking about Call of Duty.
No, Call of Duty. All right. Then when they show the guy pull out the shield, and I'm seeing that they actually it's actually gonna build up like a power meter or something, like an ultimate move, or basically like a super move in Destiny. All right. But if you think about it, they all both have the same publisher, which is Activision, right? Activision puts out Destiny. They also put out Call of Duty. So obviously you got certain things crossing over. And some of the elements that's in Overwatch are also going to cross over into this Call of Duty title. Okay, fine and dandy. Either way, I like the way it looks. It actually piqued my interest. When they got to Divinity 2, that put me to sleep, bro. I shit you not. I nearly passed out, bro. And my homeboy was like, yo, Collider. I was like, what? Oh, shit, my bad. I was like, yo, thanks for saying something, man. I almost passed out. And then I tuned out completely when they had that live action segment at the end for State of Decay. I was like, yo, it went on for like 5 minutes too damn long. I was like, you know what, man, fuck this. I just got off and I want to go play a game. But I heard that that's the way the show ended anyway. So besides that, it was okay. I would give it at least 5 points higher than what Delilah did, though. I'd give it a 7.5. But it was all right. And the stuff they showed on State of Decay, it was cool. I wish they would have showed more on Sea of Thieves because it was just a teaser trailer. So I understood that there's actually a giant shark, right? I guess kind of like Jaws. Yeah. And they also showed 3-man teams on 2 different boats at the same time because they was also talking about armadas. So, you know, think about it. 3 of us on one boat, 3 of us on another. That's 2 boats. They showed. Yeah. Trust me, it's a teaser, yo. I played the shit out of. Yeah.
I didn't get that at all. I just like, okay,
watch the teaser again. You see some dudes with spears throwing stuff at a shark that's underwater. Then you see that shark come up from under the water the size of Jaws and eats that boat. Then they show 2-man sloops with 3 people on each. And they was talking about a brand new boat that's going to be for 3 people.
I think you're looking too deep. You're looking for something that's not there. Like,
nah, I'm not looking for something that's not there. I actually read the developer notes and actually the developer video that they put on Xbox on the Xbox YouTube channel. It's like I think like 10 or 14 minutes.
Check it out. Okay, maybe. I'll check it out. I don't know.
Trust me, I'm into seeing things like that.
So what about you, Live Wars? What did you think of the show?
It was all right. I mean, the Sea of Thieves thing was cool. It'll be interesting to see how they
I wish I could make my pirate like that.
State of Decay stuff was cool. I mean, for me, I'm kind of, you know, I just wanted to play the game at that point. You know, I already looked at so much State of Decay shit. I didn't really need to look at any more personally. But you know, I watched a shit ton of State of Decay, so it is what it is. Right. What else did they have up there? No Man's Sky was interesting. Because it actually looked like a halfway decent game, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Versus what it looked like.
Man, stop. Y'all need to stop.
I'm just saying. I'm just talking about the way the original trailers, it looked like what color?
That's interesting.
Like, it actually looks better than it did before, you know?
Nah, but you can't pay me to buy that game. You couldn't.
I mean, you know. I don't hold.
Hey, suppose
grudges.
somebody gifts it to you. Would you play it then?
Nope, it'll sit there in my backlog.
Oh, you cold as shit. You cold as shit. How you do that?
Well, my thing is,
Well, you
I
can hold the giveaway on your channel.
And look,
Like I would figure out a way to get a refund and buy something else. Like for real.
That's
Wow.
fucked
That's cool.
she's gonna
That's
she's
cool.
gonna play it, and then it becomes her favorite game of all time. Watch.
I didn't say it was day one. I just said it was something interesting. I mean, like that comes out a little bit before
Yeah, I said the same thing. I
Vampire.
piqued my
And
interest.
I'm not gonna play that. I'm not gonna play.
So you do know what
No
you do in
Man's
that
Sky
game,
over
right?
Vampire.
Y'all do know what you do in that game. You collect material, and you go to another planet and collect more material. Get out of here.
Well,
It's no.
like I said, I don't plan to, no life that game. So it's whatever, man. It might be okay, it might not. I don't know.
Okay. Did any of y'all see the Call of Duty reveal? Because I did.
Yeah.
So
Delilah, you saw it?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah.
Okay, ladies first. Delilah, what did you think about it?
I thought it was interesting. I mean, it looked like they kind of threw a bunch of things in, like from Titanfall, from like the previous
Fortnite.
Black Ops games.
Fortnite.
We said Fortnite.
Yup.
they just showed. I feel like they threw a lot at you. I like the pacing was, kind of the same, pretty twitchy. But overall, it looked good. I'm just still thrown back by the fact that the single player campaign stuff that's got only thing that got me on pause. Because I've never been big on the multiplayer for Call of Duty, so to me it's like
I play.
I can't. I don't even know if I can really get into it because I'm just not that big on competitive FPSs. So.
Oh, okay. What about you, LG? How do you feel?
Yeah,
The reveal.
I ended up catching it on the flip, like the stuff, the cliff notes afterwards. But like I said, the battle royale mode, I just kind of like felt like it was just they're pushing so much like the Fortnite. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt like it was just a lot of stuff that it's just a lot of copying. Rinse, wash, and repeat. Maybe it's just me. I could be wrong. I mean, maybe they'll do.
Hell no. Oh man, I'm back.
Gonna be part 2. Make sure you update the title. Like
Update it to part 2.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Last thing we talked about was
we live.
We live. We live.
It was Call of
This time we
Duty.
live.
It was Call of Duty.
Okay, what y'all talking about? Call of Duty?
Yeah, and it was on me.
Was it talking about Call of Duty? Was on you?
yeah,
Okay,
we're
I
talking
don't
about
know.
Call of Duty, and lady was about to talk about it.
Hey man, things start going crazy. Screens start turning white. I said, "What the hell?" And then I was like, well, okay, Infamous, your turn." And then I was like, I'm trying to tap on buttons and trying to figure something out. Control Alt Delete, back, escape. Wasn't doing jack. And then I said, I got to hit this button. And then and then I was trying to say, "Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me?" And nothing, because I was going to say, man, I'm going to log off, and then I'm coming right back on.
Man, let me put out this violin and start playing it for you real quick.
Okay, go ahead. All right, guys, this is part 2. I apologize. I apologize, man. The computer went straight. Like, I don't feel like doing this today, Mega. I'm like, look. We do this every Friday. So what? I'm like, come on, man, please. So I did some begging, and he finally said, "Okay, asshole, but you need to give me some maintenance." I said, "I will. I promise." So anyway, we back.
Like, let me jump in here.
I'm in the building, baby.
No, you came in.
Where's the mute button? Where's the mute button?
Yeah, we need that mute button because if you start going left. Anyway, so I apologize. This is part 2.
So your computer did you like Courage the Cowardly Dog, huh?
Ain't my fault you bought your PC from Costco.
You know what? I bought my PC from Computer Masters, but I'm over. You know what you get, what you pay for. I got hooked up by this tweaker. You know what I'm saying? By this tweaker nerd, right? He's like, "Bro, I can hook you up, man, for about I got you, man. I'll go ahead and I'll hook you up, man. I got you for $350." I said, $350 for everything? $350 for everything. I said, hey, no, that was like, man, I need to do $350. $350 for everything, really? And so then I should have known something was wrong, right? Because when I went back to computer bash was because I needed one of my hard drive, one of my ROMs was messed up because I got two ROMs on my PC, right? So I said one of my ROMs is messed up. I want to talk to I forgot what the dude's name was because it's been a while, it's been some years. And so they said, oh, we had to let him go. Had to let him go. I said it's only been like I talked to him like last week. So I don't know. So I get what I pay for. So I get what I pay for. I'm going to have to get an upgrade to a new PC. So
okay. Well, can we continue where we started?
Okay. Part two. So Infamous. What are we talking about? Call of Duty?
Yeah, Call of Duty.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Now, first of all, I'm gonna tell you straight up. If you didn't see the video on my YouTube channel about what I did on Call of Duty, you're gonna check that shit out right there real quick. Okay. Second of all, I play too much Rainbow. I play too much video games to know when a video game company is ripping elements of other games and put it in their game. They're making Call of Duty more casual and more hand-holding, and I don't like that. I'm reluctantly going to pre-order this because I love the zombie. The zombie mode had me lightweight hype, you know what I'm saying? That Battle Royale mode, it's still up in the air because I can't sit here and say I don't like Battle Royale mode when I play PUBG. You know what I mean? They have self-healing. So I gotta worry about another thing, and then before I get killed. And they have so many like upgraded features for core mode, and which really wouldn't make sense for a person like me because I play hardcore. So do they still want $60 for this game? They said they'll implement narratives throughout multiplayer and zombie mode, but I mean, a Call of Duty without a story mode, I feel a certain kind of way because in the beginning of the reveal, they had all the story modes from all the Call of Duty, and that gave me a nostalgic feeling. And to not have that for the very first time with Black Ops 4, I'm lightweight salty.
Yeah.
You think so? I mean, I don't think it's a bad idea because, I mean, over the years, if you think about it, a lot of people don't really play Call of Duty for a story anymore. Like, I mean, if this was like Modern Warfare 2, 3, you know, Black Ops, you know, some of the older Black Ops, then yeah. But they don't. They unfortunately, what they're doing now is they're looking at stuff that what's going on, the trends now, and they're trying to copy it. Like I said, the Battle Royale mode, when I saw that shit, I was like, man, this is Fortnite. First person Fortnite. And I was like, oh, this is going to be great. Fortnite again. and I was like, you know, I guess it might be a decent idea, but I don't know. I may not be the first one to get it like right off rip. It's better than World War II, I'll tell you that. Because I didn't like the fact that the World War II was just that era. I'm just getting tired of shooters. When all growing up, that's all the shooters that we saw was World War II shoved down our throats. And I'm like, can I get like a decent game, please? Besides,
everybody was asking for Modern Warfare, and we finally got it.
Exactly. So, but it is what it is. I may get it, but I doubt it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what about you, Kaleidoscope? What did you think about the whole COD? What did you think about just everything regarding the whole COD situation? The lack of the story, just the look of it, things like that.
Well, there was actually a big interview on Eurogamer that I read through earlier today, and they listed some cool things which I really piqued my interest. They was talking about that they are gonna have like not a campaign, but like the characters is going to be different character classes. So each one of these character classes was going to have some type of story mode to a certain degree that actually shows the player how to use these characters in multiplayer. Okay, so like that you have a better understanding of who these characters are. And the Battle Royale mode, to me, it sounds like what they do in Battlefield.
Man, I swear, Collider, like, I feel like I've never heard you say you don't like something, like ever.
No, I'm saying, dude, I got COD 3, all right, on Modern Warfare 3. I mean, not Modern Warfare, Black Ops 3. The story mode was ass. I was mad, yo, after I played that, all right? Literally, because I really didn't play too much of the multiplayer. I really didn't play that much of the multiplayer. because the multiplayer reminded me of I don't know, I guess a weaker version of Titanfall. But the story mode I thought was just ass. And when they said what they was going to do with this game, I was like, okay, I want to see what they're going to bring to the table. I ain't buy Rainbow Six Siege for that fact because it had no campaign. I was like, oh, that's not for me. I bought Battlefront though. Why? Because it's Star Wars, man. I'm a geek that way. And I bought Titanfall. Why? Because it had giant fucking robots. That's the only reason I bought Titanfall. All right. But for Call of Duty, the only one I ever bought was Black Ops 3, and it let me down. All right, it literally let me down. I played through Modern Warfare 1 and 2 on my brother's account, and I actually enjoyed those Modern Warfare campaigns. But if they was going to bring something to the table like the way they did in Black Ops 3, man, you can forget about that. But if you're going to show me something that's kind of like PUBG in a way, kind of like Battlefield, and showing me how to use the characters, because each character class is going to have their own little campaign or whatever, you know, that actually shows you how to play with the mechanics, how to use the character properly. So like that, when you get into that battle royale mode, you could go ham with your homeboys and with your girlfriends and whatnot, and just go ham on this shit. I mean, it seemed good graphically. The shit is up there. Because most Call of Duties don't impress me. World War II did, but I don't want to play in that era. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like I was like, nah. So this still seems like what Lady said. They have elements from every game that's out there, from PUBG to Rainbow Six Siege, from Titanfall, from Destiny. I mean, they're ripping mechanics from all these other shooters. Do you think
it's gonna get stretched too thin for trying to do too much? Like, I mean,
it depends on how it all works together, because a game came out recently that pulled from a whole bunch of other games, which was God of War. That shit had so many elements ripped from so many other games, and they made it work. So I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt for the moment until we see what they got.
You're about to get lynched for that statement.
Hey, I mean,
I'm just being honest, and I'm not a COD fan.
It's the truth.
I normally call it Call of Duty.
Call of Duty until my
So, what about you, 108 Dragons? What did you think about it?
Okay, I'm gonna say this is for the record. The last few campaigns have been dog shit. Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2 was off the chain. Modern Warfare 1 and 2 was off the chain. If they couldn't give us that experience back, because even the new Call of Duty, World War II, it's a good campaign. But if Treyarch could not deliver the bang that they wanted to deliver, right? I can go with this because you're going to play the game for like 5 hours anyway. Beat it, and multiplayer is the life of the game. So I'm not mad with this. What I am disgusted with is you're going to get a super tutorial mode with each character. I ain't with that. The PUBG mode, everybody know where they're going with this. It's a new style of play. It's not copying nobody, because that's like saying team deathmatch isn't everything. Is that copying other game? I mean, you know, copying was the running on the wall shit. You're not Titanfall. So what I saw, and I want the opposite of Lady, which is, you know, we both play hardcore. But I am going to say what people didn't understand about the mechanics of the game. It looks like they're trying to shoot like Battlefield now. Because now each gun will be different. Each gun will have its own different attachments. That's all Battlefield. Now you got muzzle flare to sheath with the gunshots that's coming from. Call of Duty don't do that. That's too realistic. So it looks like they're taking Battlefield and saying, listen, this is what we need to do. Because Call of Duty is an arcade shooter. Like Halo's an arcade shooter. You know what I'm saying? You want serious, down, hard-nosed, you need to play Ghost Recon. You need to play Rainbow Six Siege. You know, games like that is more accurate shooters.
Realistic.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So in Battlefield, you know, you can't take a pistol and shoot somebody 300 yards down. So what I saw, I can see a lot of these so-called veteran COD players, which I am one of them, but I play hardcore, and I also play these serious sim shooters. They're gonna be pissed off if they're going down that route of making the guns shoot more realistic. Them arcade dudes are gonna be pissed off. It won't be all that drop shot and no scope, and you don't see that crap in Battlefield. None of that. Skills win. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I was amazed that they even did that, because they're based off, you know, bullshit shooting. You can aim down your sight, somebody run by, you're not aiming at him, but that shit gonna drag your cursor across the screen. Auto aim. You know what I'm saying? That don't happen in Battlefield.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
shoot
saying?
somebody in the toe and kill them, man.
Right. So, you know, when I look at it, they're coming. That system, that series need a revamp. It looks like a revamp, and it looks like a good one to me. It looks like a good one. Step your game up. Shooters come out. All you dog shit players, y'all in trouble. That's all I see.
Okay.
Another thing, gamers don't like change, though, man. They don't like change.
They like God of War, right? Because God of War is not the original. It's a new game. If it's a good change, it's a good change. Everybody cries when they hear about it. Put your hands on that controller. You start getting those multi-kills, those streaks. All that stuff is still in there. But it looks like the mechanics is going to be a little bit tightened up. And I like that because that's why I don't take Gears seriously. All that multi-shotgun exchange, and ain't no goddamn skill in that. Wall bouncing 50 times. I love the game, but I don't take it. It's just fun. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference. You know, Rainbow Six, I don't play no games. No laughing. We killing everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's just different. That's all.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what about you, Lawrence? Do you even play COD? I can't say that I've
I play COD. I was just saying it earlier. I mean, I do play COD a little bit. I played COD. I stopped playing it after shit. When did I stop playing? I love the Modern Warfare 2 series. I played like not God of War. Oh my bad. Call of what's the old one? War at War. War at War. Had the words mixed up.
Damn, you went old school.
Yeah, War at War. I didn't like that one. That was one of the ones that it turned me off, and I would have been off of the series forever if I didn't try like Modern Warfare 2. And then I've been dabbling off and on the series. Ghost was pretty bad, but it was all right. Some of the games was all right, but the new one, like I said, as far as everything, they're trying something new. They're trying to dabble in a lot of stuff, like it was said earlier, and I think it was mentioned earlier that Activision's got their hand in a lot of these games, so of course they're gonna try to do what's popular right now. And like Lady Infamous said, they are doing a lot of appealing to the casuals because that's what's going to get the initial sales. You know what I'm saying? Your ability to appeal to casuals is what's going to get your initial sales, and then the hardcore gamers or the real gamers are going to keep the life going. That's just how it goes. And if you can't really appeal to the casual gamers, then you're not gonna really, your stuff is not gonna sell. That's just the unfortunate reality at this point. But from what a little bit I've seen, like I said, I caught the after image of everything. But from what little bit I've seen, I thought it would be okay. It's not gonna be something that I'm gonna try off rip. Like I'm gonna, just buy it. I might just wait and see how it looks on YouTube, see a few matches on YouTube, and then see if it gets my eye from there. Just that simple.
Yeah, that would seem to make sense. I mean, instead of trying to go for it and just buy it and not know what to expect with that. But okay, what about you, Livewire? Are you still around?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, so what do you would think about this COD? I don't think I've ever seen you play a COD. So
I'm not a big COD fan. I haven't really played COD like that in a long while. I mean, it looks okay. It looks like COD from what I see. I'm pretty sure people that like COD's multiplayer will enjoy it. The most interesting thing is the blackout mode with their rendition of Battle Royale. So I don't know. We'll see. I'll wait to reserve judgment on that one.
Okay. All right. I see Chuck is in the house. You in here?
Man, you can hear me?
Oh man, you biting.
Barely.
Oh shit. It's biting, still biting?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. You biting.
Man, I'll hop back in.
All right, hop back in.
Body deep in your blood.
Yeah, biting. So okay, well basically, but situation for me with COD, look, it's always a hate-love situation with it because it's like with World War II. I played the beta and I hated it, right? So then I was like, I'm not gonna get this game, but I got it. You know what I'm saying? I got it. And so basically, I played it and then I started liking it, and then I played the story, and the story was amazing. So I mean, if you guys ever,
which game is this?
World War II. COD,
All right.
yeah, World War II. If you play that story mode is legit. It is real good. It's real good. So
Battlefield.
Is it better than Battlefield story?
Battlefield stories all over the place.
Hey man, come on.
Well, Battlefield story was like Modern Warfare, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Jumping in the boots of different people and whatnot.
Hey, if you're gonna eat,
at least Battlefield 1.
Don't need to be smoking. Yeah, stay off. But they're mute. Anyway, so the hey, you just go come here. Get out of here.
Oh, man, damn.
No, you good.
Nah, you're not biting now.
You good. So, I mean, but look, I haven't played. I've played the majority of the COD stories. I haven't played a World at War story, and I haven't played Black Ops 3 story.
Well, good.
and so you know what I'm saying, and that was because I've started them, but it just didn't have that appeal. Now, if you want to go back to Advanced Warfare and Ghost, those stories were fire. I loved Ghost story and in Advanced Warfare. I thought Kevin Spacey was a badass villain, and then the villain in Ghost, I was like, how many times am I gonna have to kill this son of a boy? That motherfucker was a problem. But anyway, so for me, I just is a wait and see for me. We say this pretty much almost every year that COD is going to find a spot to where that the fan base is going to get tired of them. They're not going to sell, and they're going to fall. And then next thing you know, they reinvent themselves. And I think this is something that what Lemon said was absolutely right, was that people at first don't like change, but once that game gets implemented, and for the people that don't play the story but bitching about a lack of story, I don't understand that. I really don't. So just enjoy the game. And if you just all about multiplayer, and it's not like they're taking away zombies, because I think zombies is more.
I guess that's my biggest question. Is like, are they gonna still sell it for $60?
Oh yeah, no, they are. That shit. That's
Overwatch is $60, and Overwatch don't have anything.
True.
And that's $60.
Yeah. And I mean,
COD should be a subscription. That's what they should do with COD.
No, COD is always going to be an annual
Overwatch
thing.
should be a subscription.
And you never know. Maybe Black Ops don't want to do the story, and maybe the other ones might. Maybe that there might be some other story. Maybe they might want to.
That's a lot of people's fears right now, KMEGA. I'm glad you brought that up. A lot of people are starting to think that if they do this one and it's successful, without having a campaign, that Activision might just implement that for all future Call of Duties.
Yeah, that's when it's gonna be over with. Hey, but I think subscription go better.
What do y'all call over with? They said Call of Duty sales fell off. Yeah, 24 million. Then they dropped to 17. Fell off compared to what?
COD is always number one. COD is always number one.
Right.
At the year, always. So I mean, look. I mean, if you say 17 million is a falling off, I mean, but anybody would take that. Anybody would take that 17
Hell
million.
yeah.
So I mean, and you look at the games like PUBG, Fortnite, and Overwatch. Those games are at a high level, high pinnacle. But when you look at everything else in Battlefield, I forgot to say Battlefield. Those are high pinnacles. But then when you talk about everything else in between, nobody don't talk about them because you know what I'm saying?
It don't matter.
COD is still relevant, regardless of whatever they do, how they do it. Because you know what? There might be people that may be pissed off because they took away the story, but they still have zombies. There are more fans of the zombies than they are anything else in the game. There's people that just love the multiplayer and don't care about anything else in the game. So if they add this battle royale, and if they're familiar with playing Fortnite or PUBG, then they're going to really fall in love with it, because that is the sensation. We talked about this a couple of months ago. Everything is going to start doing this whole battle royale.
I have a question for everybody in the panel. Whoever in here that plays Fortnite, who plays the other mode?
Everybody play the free game. Come on, man.
Exactly. Nobody cares about that single player or the co-op experience. Everybody's
actually going to go to free to play. It's going to go free to play within the next 6 months.
The game flopped. Everybody's playing the free battle royal mode. Nobody
was playing that game.
Right.
People were getting fired.
Now look at the game. One of the top
that was Xbox game though, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't. No,
yeah, it was.
Nah,
yeah,
son.
It was. I'm telling you. No, not Xbox. I said Xbox. He used to always
Xbox.
talk about Xbox. He used to always talk about Fortnite before.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah,
because he said
he said
Xbox
it.
4.8. You know what I'm saying? He said it back then. Like, man, look, that game gonna be free next year. He hopped in early and paid to get into the game.
But look at Rainbow Six. Ain't no single player. 30 million people play it every day.
So well, I mean, that game started off slow, and it almost looked like it was dead because of the December. So, but then it revitalized itself, and now Ubisoft has been really smart with this whole season 1, season 2 thing. So it's just look, man, everything is changing. Like Star Wars, I gotta put in Battlefront because I want to see what's going on with this season 2. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it's supposed to be free because if you got the season pass. So, well, I think the season pass was free, wasn't it? I don't know. No, it wasn't. I don't know. I bought it. Bought it for however it was at the time when I got it, but regardless, I mean, I got everything for it. So I enjoy the hell out of that Star Wars Battlefront 2 story. That story was legit, and that was definitely one of the best games of last year graphically.
Yeah,
hell yeah, that was a monster.
That game was a monster to look at. So anyway,
I slept on it. You told me that, Mega. I slept on it.
That game was dope, and the story was amazing. I wish they added some more DLC, but I understand what they did with it. But anyway, let's go on to State of Decay. I see some people in the chat was going at it, basically talking about the Metacritic score, talking about compared to God of War. Everything is good. Get ready, Xbox fans. Who's playing music?
Oh, that's me. That's my music. I'm sorry. Let me turn that down for a minute.
Okay, so everything, basically what the biggest issue is that from here on out, this whole generation, hell, not even past this generation, every Xbox game, if it comes to that Metacritic score, is going to be compared to God of War Metacritic score. That it's just get ready for it. So if you are already annoyed by it, then just be annoyed by it because they're just going to keep doing it. So, State of Decay, Infamous. I know that you went out there and played with it early. I know that you told me that you enjoyed what you played. I don't know if you've got it yet or if you're waiting until it comes out on the 22nd or later or whatever. But what are your thoughts about it? What are you thinking about the negative press that it's getting from reviews and from some other YouTubers out there?
It's like, okay, it's one thing if you don't enjoy State of Decay, and that's fine. If as a gamer, you have every right to not enjoy a game that comes out. But what my problem is these people bandwagon on what someone else says. And this shit always happens. It always happens. It always happens with Xbox products. If a certain critic from a biased website thinks something negative, it doesn't matter what side you on, people are going to take it and they're going to run with it. And I'm like, look, I didn't have any problems when I played it. And I played it before everybody that touched it played it. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So as long as I'm having fun with my friends, hey, it's all good with me. I can't say it's buggy from what I played with, but that was a upgraded system. I got to see what it's going to play on the Fat Baby. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I had fun. I was eager to learn what was going on. I felt like the people that made the game were passionate about what it was. I had this conversation with one of the people that worked on it. I'm like, they always trash talking Xbox. So what you going to, I mean, they're going to trash games. Like I gave them an example, Sea of Thieves. And Sea of Thieves is not a bad game, but people dog the shit out of it. Oh, but they just feel that they're behind on what they is. And now, yes, game has bugs. Which game don't have bugs? When the last game you played that really didn't have no bugs?
Right, like Skyrim.
Really no day one patches.
God of
Witcher had a lot of bugs.
God of War had bugs. Okay.
Let's be honest. Skyrim had game-breaking bugs. And that's just scored 9s across the board.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it does seems like it's selective. Based on, but you know what? State of Decay is just that type of game. I mean, either you love it or hate it. That's how it is. I mean, the first game was like that. It's pretty polarizing. Like either you like doing the micromanaging and trying to get resources and stuff like that, survival type things, or you don't. and some people don't like it. And so I'm like, what I don't understand is, how are you letting people that don't necessarily like that type of game review that type of game?
Because they
like asking somebody who don't play shooters to review a shooter.
They want clicks.
They like the results.
Quantum Break. You know what I mean? So
I said it. Sea of Thieves is not a bad game. With the people that I played, with the motherfuckers I played with, I had fun.
Yeah. Don't play by yourself.
Don't play by yourself.
Don't play by yourself.
It's wrong.
Yeah, but you play with the right crew, the homeboys, y'all have a great time. You can't play that by yourself.
Well, I mean, you can't. There's people that can play it by themselves and still have a blast.
There's a few people I know that play by themselves.
Yeah, there's some people that I know too that can play it by themselves. It's just not for me as a game that you should play by itself. It's definitely a social game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Not for the average gamer to play by themselves. Take a special type of game to play by themselves. We don't see thieves.
Right, I agree, and and because I've seen people that had showing pictures of like a sloop of like maybe 15, 20 chests. Like, you're crazy. Like, you could get got at any minute, but you know what I'm saying? That's just some of the people, and these people know how to jump in and assassinate people when they get on the galleon. And I mean, like, there's some really slick people out there, man. So I mean, for those, kudos. But I do agree. Like, look, you can't keep telling me that I can't like this game because you don't like it. That is the most childish, irrelevant.
No, it's getting worse. It's getting worse. They trying to buffoon you for liking something you like.
They try to quantify a hobby. Like, if something I like, I think I made this analogy previously. It's like if I want to watch unicorns jump over manholes and I just like playing that's my problem. That's what I like. Who are you to tell me not to play something that I like?
Right. Okay. Like Havoc, you saying people like bad games all the time. I'm sure that the games that you play, there are games that people don't like out of your catalog. I guarantee it. I guarantee that there's people out there that plays the game. And if not, then what kind of gamer are you? Like, you a person that likes to just see if other people like this game at a high level,
and then you'll play it,
and then you'll buy it, because then you're not considered to be a gamer to me. You're just kind of like I don't know.
He follows the crowd. He goes with the flow. So if they jump off the cliff, then he'll jump off the cliff with them.
Yeah. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? You want to be one of these drones that want to follow the same path and say the same thing and all that. That's your business. But look,
you like to switch. You're a loser.
Look, you never hear me say, you know what I'm saying? You've heard me say things about Persona or you know what I'm saying, or any other these other games that I've talked about.
That's an exception, kid, man. That's an exception.
No. But I've never said the game was trash. You don't hear me say games are trash. You'll hear me say, well, that game isn't for me, or that game isn't, you know what I'm saying, that game is weird, or that game is this way, or I'm not interested in that game. But you won't never say that game is trash, because anybody else,
I'm gonna be digging in your old videos. Be careful.
Oh, they coming.
Like, you said it on last year, me.
The only games that I went all out in was those games with the girls getting shot with the water gun.
Oh my gosh!
The girls getting shot with water gun. And I said those are too much. And you know what? People, there's somebody bought me 2 of those games. They gifted it to me. One on PC and one on PlayStation. I swear to God. I can't
buy a gift from somebody.
They gifted to me. There was one dude named Lee from Europe that got me that motherfucking game from with the squirting with the beach party blast or something like that. But somebody got me the PlayStation version. They didn't even leave their name. They just gave me the code. Like, hey, Mega, I want you to try out this game, man. You need to stream it sometime. So I was like, shit, it's a code. I'm on it. And then when it downloaded, it was that game. And I'm like, oh shit!
Hey, that's the ultimate troll.
That's the ultimate troll. Like, and I'm like, I can't do it because I talk shit about those games, right? But you know what I'm saying? Well, especially the one with the way you squirting the girls and stuff. So I can't stream that. That's just not happening. But regardless, I will not tell another person about how they can play their game and how they can't. So anyway, let's keep back on topic. Infamous, you already said your point, Delilah.
Yeah, I mean, in regards to Call of Duty, I've already kind of spoke a little bit on it. I'm disappointed in the fact that it won't have a campaign naturally, because that's what I prefer with the game. I'm not big on the competitive shooter side of it. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I'm just gonna. I mean, I'll try it once it drops in price a good bit. But I'm definitely not gonna pick it up on day one. So,
which game are you talking about?
Call of Duty.
Oh, well, I was talking about State of Decay.
Oh, State of Decay. Oh, absolutely. Okay, so I was only able to play State of Decay. Sorry.
I know I went on a long.
Still stuck on Call of Duty.
You guys know I love football. I'm a Falcons fan, and so I was here reading about whatever. reading about a player, and so I kind of got sidetracked. But in regards to State of Decay, yeah, I'm like I said, either you love or hate that game. The first game was polarizing. I mean, I got the game. I got the Ultimate Edition. I'm ready to jump back into it, but this podcast is kind of holding me up. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So I will be jumping back into it.
Oh yeah, no, we're gonna get
later on tonight. But I've only was able to put in about 30 minutes or so of the game, so I'm pretty early. I finally got my base established, and so I'm excited. I'm ready to see what else this game is gonna do, and just enjoy it for what it is. I don't care whether somebody likes it or not. I've been stopped focusing on what other people think about a game that I purchased or I'm considering. I decide for myself. I make decisions based on what my peers tell me, not so much the reviews, and I also just am familiar with the first game. I didn't play the first game all that much, but I'm pretty familiar with it. So I knew that I could adapt to the newer game. It is what it is. I mean, at this point, I don't really care about what anybody else says about it. I'd rather try it myself and make my own decision. Grown folks stuff, what I mean?
Grown folks stuff. Look, when I can remember this.
Grown.
This is the thing that trips me out, right? When Detroit was first shown, right? They can go back and check the receipts. I was all stoked about like, hey man, that game right there looks legit. That's my type of game. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to cop that from Sony. Everybody else was clowning me because there was PlayStation people there as well. That was on the podcast, and they were clowning me. Oh, that's dog. This, that. I don't know about that.
I've mentioned this to you before, KMEGA. Like, I don't give those people the time of day. Like, you put too much stock into what they be thinking.
Oh,
it's called a block button. It's called a mute button.
I will not.
They got too much stock in KMEGA.
They do. They got way too much stock.
I don't reach out to nobody.
I swear you mention them every podcast.
Well, my God, you don't know who I'm talking about. These are not even the same people that you may be thinking I'm talking about.
I get it. But you mentioned something about a troll or something about somebody said something.
No, I was making a point about Detroit.
I get it. I'm just telling you what my observation is.
Okay, well, let me finish.
I'm sorry.
Let me finish, ma'am, please. Okay, so the point I was trying to make is that I was all up into Detroit, right? There was PlayStation fans that weren't. They were like, man, God of War, blah, 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 and everything else, So once it got to a point to where it hit the media or at some point when they seen it at what's called it, and it got the buzz. Oh man, Detroit, they won, man.
Yeah.
What? Stop lying. Stop lying. That's the point I was trying to make. I wasn't trying to just talk about just
imagining the lion. You know that why you lying?
Why you lying? You ain't gonna get
they don't like it at first. Once the media likes it, then they're all over.
PlayStation, or he hates games. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. So Livewire, let me go to you, man. Okay, so State of Decay, right? You've been all over this game, talking about it a lot. You I think before anybody actually that I know about, you know what I'm saying, maybe Infamous, but you've been all about the State of Decay too. So have you got a chance to play it yet? What do you think? What do you think about the Metacritic score? Because we haven't really touched on that either.
You know what? I've come to look at it this way. One, I'm enjoying the game a lot. Like I'm a State of Decay fan. It gives me everything I want. Plus, it's adding extra to it. And
they say it's just added. Some people said the game is just DLC. It's not an actual upgrade.
Yeah, but people who say that never play the game. Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, that's like I don't play COD but Infamous does, and I'm telling her how COD's the same as it was last year. Like, what the fuck am I talking about? I don't play COD. Like, what?
Yeah,
it makes no sense. So, like, a lot of the people saying that stuff, they didn't play State of Decay 1, you know, and even if they did play State of Decay 2, they haven't played far enough into the game to even know what the game entails. Because I'm just telling you, all right, based on what I'm playing now, right? The play cards, that brings a whole nother element to the game. Because before, one, you didn't have to worry about whether or not your ass is infected or not. You got bit by a zombie, whatever, go, you know, use health, you're fine. There was no meter to tell you you need to go and collect these samples in order to go and heal yourself. And then on top of that, guess what? You might have somebody that's bit that you're trying to heal, and in the process of trying to get his ass healed, you get bit your damn self. So now you got to go get some more samples, and that's aside from the other shit that you got to do. Like this, like the game is way broader than what people are talking about. Like, and when I look at certain reviews, you could kind of tell who really knows what the fuck they're talking about and who just basically played the game on the surface.
Facts.
You know, because when you're sitting there, you're like,
very deep game.
Yeah, I'm sitting there listening to certain reviews, and I'm like, dude, like you just played the basic shit. It was like, well, there's nothing to do. It's just basic same shit. You just go here, you kill zombies, you know, and you go over there. And I just ran around and killed play cards. I'm like, did you build up your base? Did you cultivate? Did you do anything? Did you go and try to recruit? Like, I'm just telling you based on what I played, and I didn't even play that long. I'm like 5 hours in. All I did was go on a mission.
Point.
It's 5 hours longer than IGN.
No, probably. But all I did was do one part where I went to help this group out. Somebody stole their meds, basically similar to what happened with that lady in the trailer that they did, the little live action trailer for the game.
Oh yeah.
So somebody raided their camp, and they asked me to come and help them, you know, get the meds back. Now you can go there full force and be like, "Yo, give me that shit. We're gonna buck off," or you can go over there and be like, "Yo, we want to talk it out, hash it out," right? So I tried to, you know, be all diplomatic and shit. It was like, "Oh no, we're gonna talk about it. Can I get the shit back?" They were like, "Cool." They gave me the rucksack. I was like, "All right, I'm about to leave. I'm literally leaving the store where their like little base is, and all you hear is, 'Yo, fuck that, get them.'" And then they just start bucking. I was like, "Oh shit! Like this is about to go down." But like they're not talking about shit like that. They didn't mention any of those things. Like that's what I'm saying. Like based on that, I'm like, you did not play the game. I don't know what the fuck you played.
What
people
you didn't
play the game?
They playing those checks. They was tossed.
Well, yeah. Well, I don't know if look. It's just like what Live said. It was perfect. People play it on the surface, and then they already have an expectation, and they haven't gave the game any type of. They haven't checked the depth of the game. It's just like when people tell you about Persona, and you have to go 8 to 10 hours in the game to actually get into the meat. Well, 6 to 10 hours. Somebody tell me 10. To really get into the meat and bones of what Persona 5 to see the greatness of Persona 5.
Yeah, but the difference is KMEGA is when I talk shit about Persona, I'm just trolling. I don't give a fuck about Persona.
No. I'm just bringing Persona up just as
no. I get that. But what I'm saying is the people that I'm complaining about are people that it's their job to play the game, to talk about what the fuck they played, and you're literally not. You're just touching the surface. And you can. I'm telling you, when you see reviews that are in the 90s versus reviews in the 40s, you're like, "Yep, these two motherfuckers."
Right away.
Pay attention to the reviews. Actually, read both, and you'll see which person actually played the game.
Right.
Exactly.
I'm going to say one thing. I'm going to say something. Nobody has said they didn't have fun with the game. Everybody said they're having fun, but it's a 6. It's a 60 or 6.9 or 3.1 out of 10. Nobody didn't say, "Oh, I had a blast playing." They all said, "Oh, this game is great, but this bug."
You think about this, like they're complaining about something that could be patched in like a week.
Yeah, but all right. So this is the one thing.
Those same reviewers check out their reviews for Skyrim, a game that had game-breaking bugs on the 360 and the PS3, and they gave it 9s. Nice.
No, I mean, The Witcher is my favorite game this gen. You know what I'm saying? It is my.
It's a trip though, because this game doesn't have game-breaking bugs.
And The Witcher was at the beginning. The Witcher was so broken. It was so broken, and they gave it 10s.
Battlefield 4, don't forget. That shit didn't even work.
Battlefield 4. I copped the Battlefield 4 for like $25 at GameStop. You know that they thought that game was dead.
Dice
was one of the
best shooters of
Dice
all
told
time.
the board and the investors, the game is nowhere near complete. Put it out.
Oh yeah,
put it out.
You know what I'm saying? And State of Decay 1, we know was buggy. Now I was like Delilah, I didn't put a lot of work into that game. I know 100 played the hell out of it. And you know what I'm saying, and I guess Live did too. I
did too.
You know what I'm saying? But when you jump into the game, like, because I'm past the tutorial, I'm just out there in the city because I wanted to play more, but I had to go to bed. Thank God I did after having the longest day ever in my life. Seemed to be anyway. It wasn't
getting that money.
Oh yeah, well, I'm getting that LA money. But anyway, but you could tell the depth of the things that you were doing already in that game. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had to make a decision if I wanted to use this machete or this crowbar. Then, like, you know what I'm saying, you're seeing the packets of medicine and bandages and things like that. And
man, it's deep. It's a lot of stuff.
Deep. So I'm not understanding. You can see that right off the bat that this game is going to be really deep. But I think what a lot of people are seeing on the outside is that it's not a graphical marvel. As you know what I'm saying, it's not this graphical spectacle like you would see of God of War or
it doesn't stack up next to
it doesn't stack up next to them.
It's not going to stack up next to that because it's not. It's just not that type of game. But like, let's be honest, it's not. You're not going to look at that and be like, "Oh, looks as bad as maybe Record looked or something like that." Come on now, let's not be stupid.
Man, all right, it definitely looks way better than Record.
Yeah, so
better now though.
Like it looks like
Record did get a nice update.
It looks on like a slightly lower level than something like a Watch Dogs or something.
I mean,
like
it's built on Unreal Engine 3, so excuse me 4. But
what I tell you this is, all right. Do I feel the scores are fair? You know what? I'm not gonna. This is the only reason why I'm not gonna complain about the scores, because it does have bugs.
It's a polarizing game.
And because it has bugs, look, I mean, people can complain because they're paying their money for a game and it doesn't, it's not as polished as it should be. So I can't really say you can't complain about the game. But what I will say is some of the things that I find that other games that do have bugs get a pass on it versus State of Decay is they say the other games have paid more attention to detail, and not that it's a big deal, but it's like, all right, the things that you do often in State of Decay, you often fill up your car with gas, you often have to look around on the lookout points in order to survey the area, and little things like instead of having your gun using binoculars, instead of just standing there, actually having a gas can that you're pouring into the car. It doesn't break the game. No. Is it a nice little thing to kind of have into it? I guess, but it's I don't know, man. I mean,
that's so trivial to me because they got other games that don't even worry about that level of detail, and they still, score them better, like Fortnite, for instance, and the PUBG mechanics and stuff like that. It's gonna be bugs.
Talk about a game with bugs. PUBG.
It's gonna be. When some games are gonna have problems like that. I look at the reason why State of Decay has the way it's scored is because it is a very polarizing game. It's like either you like doing the micromanaging or you don't. Like,
yeah. Well, I think that's a big.
Well, let me go to Kaleidoscope and get his perspective on this too. Have you played State of Decay? Are you going to? Where are you at on this? The Metacritic score. I mean, we kind of touched on it, but we haven't got into the reason of why people are harping on that point that it's like a 68 or 69 on a Metacritic.
Okay, I mean, I plan on playing the game. I haven't played it yet. I played the first one though. Really loved it. Thought it was
You would like
a
this
unique title.
Sure.
No, I know I'm gonna love this one. I mean, everything I've seen so far is so over the top compared to what the first one was. And the first one I thought was dope as hell. All right. As far as the Metacritic score, I don't pay attention to that because if y'all want to look at these people, if they're real reviewers and whatnot, pull up their police record and see what they reviewed, their scores for freaking like Skyrim. A game that had game-breaking bugs when it launched. Their reviews for Witcher 3. Games that had game-breaking bugs when it launched. And yet they had 9s and 10s. Right?
So
and then you look at the reviews. Look at the low reviews, the ones that are in the 60s, in the 50s and 40s. And you could tell that they basically scratching the surface of what's in the game. And then look at a reviewer that gave it an 8 or a 9. And they'll talk about a whole bunch of shit that the ones that gave it 3s, 4s, and 5s, they didn't even mention. Okay, so what is that telling you, people? That's telling you that the ones that actually gave it a high score actually played through the game. Actually knows. My bad.
And what I've figured out and what I've seen is wait to see the scores from people who actually bought the game, not people who got the game for free, not these big gaming sites who get review copies. Wait till you see the Steam score and see what people on Steam say about the game after playing it for months, for like a couple months. That's how you can really tell. That's how you can really tell whether a game is good or not.
I seen something from Agent. He said that it plays excellent on PC. So
yes. Yeah, I saw that too.
And that's another.
Yeah, it does play a little bit better on.
You know what?
PC.
And see,
it's a cross-buy game, right?
That's right, and that's the power of having that play anywhere.
Cross-play.
I keep trying to tell Crap. I keep trying to tell Z and them about that shit.
If you look at the rating on PC,
it's a benefit. If you got a gaming PC, and if you feel and just to, you may not like it, but to me, I'm porting it over. I'm going to port it over because if it is going to play better on the PC, then I want to see it.
That's the better platform.
I want to see it. So of course, you know what I'm saying. It seems to play fine so far for what the little bit that I played on my X, and it looks pretty. You know what I'm saying? It's not a bad looking game. It's like people try to make it out to be, but if it plays, but that's just a benefit. That's the options that I don't see why gamers don't jump for joy for. It's like, look, well, I don't even have to play. You know what I'm saying? I don't have an Xbox One X. I can play it on the PC.
There's one reason. These dudes ain't got gaming PCs. They got that Costco special.
That's another thing I want to touch upon, though, man. Is the stuff that you're able to do in State of Decay 2 is like so far out of left field compared to what you can do in, let's say, God of War. All right? Because in God of War, he can't get on that turtle and ride around on that turtle. You know what I'm saying? That turtle building, whatever the hell. He can't ride around on no damn horses. I'm just saying, he ain't climbing up no damn trees. You know what I'm saying? In State of Decay, you're doing all this crazy stuff. You driving cars, you fighting zombies in the middle of the night. You actually using flashlight. You micromanaging your resources, using explosives, getting attachment for your guns. I mean, you're doing all this crazy shit in an open world environment. Meanwhile, the other game is on rails, and you try to compare an on rails game to something that's an actual open world. I mean, you just got hub sections in God of War. I got 10 hours in.
There's points that, nobody really touched on in State of Decay that these reviewers, I only seen 2 reviewers talk about this. You determine the type of character you build. If you go around be gangster, you become a warlord of weapons. If you want to go around and set up bases, you become like an architect type character. You can change your character into different entities, and nobody's character will be the same because everybody's character is different. When you look at these reviews, these dudes played a tutorial and they're judging the game. Let me ask everybody a question. What RPG you could play that's, let's say, 40 hours? Let's take Final Fantasy 15. Can you play that in 1 week and review that game honestly?
No.
There you go. So when I'm looking at these reviews,
I got like over 40 some hours in that game, and I'm
barely scratching the surface.
Yeah, barely scratching the surface.
You see what I'm saying? So you can't even take a game like Skyrim, none of the Elder Scrolls, Fallout, none of those games. And
that's 100 plus hours. 100 plus hours.
So when I looked at State of Decay, I am a State of Decay veteran. Now the first one was extremely buggy, but it was fun. It was, that what you call it? What you call that death? Meta death or something? Permadeath. When you I said meta death. When you die and you actually Imagine all these RPGs you play. You put all this work into this character, all these different ladders of ability, and then he's gone.
Bruh,
that was one of the
first happened to me last night, man. That shit hurt my feelings.
That element into the series, and that game was buggy. It was horrible playing. It's still horrible. If you download it right now, it plays bad on the Xbox. What I'm saying, looking at these reviews, this is embarrassing because they're putting their name in front of these reviews with confidence, and it's bullshit. You can't play no RPG, that's especially anything co-op, and judge it off of goddamn tutorials. Because some of these reviewers, you could tell that's what they did.
Well, that's the one thing I would say that they have a valid issue on. That co-op, they need to fix that for real, though.
Let me ask you something. They had to fix Rainbow Six, right? 30 million sold.
I'm not talking about the Overwatch, but I'm just saying they got to fix it.
That's what I'm telling you. This is why I put out a video today on Twitter. Since 360 and PS3, these games have something called hooks been built into them. Hooks is something you can ability to attach DLC, patches, fixes, whatever, to change the game completely on your system. That started with 360 and PS3. There has been no game to date that hasn't been patched. How many times they patched The Division? That 1.8 revised the game. How many times?
Every time I talk about PlayStation 4, games are patched all the damn time.
Final Fantasy 15 was running like trash. It took them at least 20 patches. Let's get into 2K. How many times they patched 2K to try to fix the online? And everybody who played 2K know online is still broke. This is what they're doing. So now you reviewing 2K 8 and 9s. It's the best basketball ever. The fucking online been broken since they made 2K. The last time 2K ran good, it was on Dreamcast with Iverson on the cover. Facts. Okay? So when I looked at these reviews, it has bugs. I'm like, what game don't? You just patched God of War because people couldn't read the context of the subtitles.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I mean, oh, y'all retarded? The lighting had to be fixed and the HDR was broken. But y'all didn't mention that in the review. But when State of Decay come out, the HDR is amazing. But I got stuck in a wall and had to restart my game. Oh, God forbid. How many Call of Duties you fell through the floor?
Nah, you didn't have to do that because they literally, that's a lie.
But the lie, I'm keeping it official. This is not about Microsoft. This ain't about Sony. This is about patches.
No. What I'm saying is if anybody said that in State of Decay, they actually have a button if you get stuck.
Somebody reviewed it. Somebody reviewed it. See, me, like I told Mega, I'm always jumping out the window. I'm buying everything day one that I want to play. I buy day one. But being that I bought Game Pass, I'm trying to be patient till Tuesday. But it's hurting me because my homeboys is playing. But what I'm saying is the stuff that I'm reading,
I have Game Pass. I couldn't wait.
Makes sense. And y'all people as gamers gotta stop feeding into the nonsense, man. Just look outside the box. These dudes have opinions like you have opinions. When you get involved with your people and you talk about a game, you may not be a genius, but you know what you like. These dudes are reviewing the game a 60 compared to what?
And what's crazy is that they probably, because with reviews, you try to be the first review out, or you try to be, so they 9 times out of 10, they probably rushing through the review or trying to hurry up and do something, or
to be the first
deadline.
Before I had a YouTube channel, I got involved with a dude. He reviewed Gears of War a 6.9 on GameSpot. I said you had to be retarded. What Gears of War 4 compared to what game is a 6.9? You know what he tweeted to me?
What?
Oh, that's just what I said because people gonna click on it.
Okay. I mean, that just
tell you everything you need to know right there.
But you're respected.
Everything you need to know.
So I mean, look.
So you just saying shit for clicks.
That it's people call it damage control. When you say that when you're saying something that is that is actual, I mean, but then when you were saying stuff about Street Fighter 5, oh, you know, you say about Street Fighter 5. That game is got it. It's in tournaments. It's still in tournaments. Where's Killer Instinct? I don't see Killer. I wasn't talking about Killer Instinct.
Killer Instinct is 10 million sold.
Yeah, I was talking
about exactly.
Yeah, and I'm like,
and they're
so. If you talk about Street Fighter 5, how broken that was when it first came out.
Broken.
You know what I'm saying? Well, the lack of content, the lack of content, the whole situation. I guess the mechanics was good, so it wasn't broken.
But guess what, Mega?
But
it's a great game 2.5 years later.
Oh, it's a fantastic because of patches and because of added content. So again, look,
what I'm saying has nothing to do with any company. Has something to do with this is the generation we in. They releasing Battlefields. They releasing all these Call of Duties. Oh, it's broken. We'll fix it down the line. This is what they're doing.
Nah,
so don't shit on this one game.
That's not true because nobody here gives two shits about Metacritic scores. We're just bringing it up for the people out there that wants to hear about it. And because it's just it's a gaming podcast, it's just to get a little bit of info. Yeah, if it was my choice, I would never talk about it because it's. Really
we have to.
Well, it is your choice. I mean, you really don't have to.
I know I don't have to, but it's a subject.
It's a subject.
Let's get it.
But this is that. But
that's it. This is to let people know because people think, well, GRG, they're afraid to talk about any type of controversy going on with Xbox. I think, man, look. Or bad mouthing or whatever, like, you know what I'm saying? Because we're Xbox eccentric, they think that we can't say anything negative about Xbox or we can't talk about the topics that people bring up that's negative towards Xbox. So that's why I bring them up so we can hear, so people can hear the other side because there are Xbox fans that listen to us and they understand. Look, it's not all what this is supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? We're just here trying to talk about gaming, have a good time. Other people want to make it out to be something bigger than what it actually is. If you like the damn game, you like it. And I guarantee you, everybody has a game in their catalog that is disliked by other people. Everybody does.
Yeah, some of those people got that water gun game they sent you, man.
But I am going to say this for the record. If Microsoft don't show up to E3, 108 Dragons TV is going to destroy Microsoft.
Facts. No, HD will too. I mean,
make sure you got to destroy Sony and Nintendo as well.
So
it's gonna be no problem.
Pay attention to that episode.
Make sure you do Sony and Nintendo as well.
Well, let's get on. We got our little state of decay in. Chuck, I didn't know if you wanted to talk about it at all or whatever, but because I know what you want to talk about. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But you know me, I get straight to the point. You know what I'm saying? I just straight stab when I go.
Okay, go ahead.
Like with State of Decay 2, first and foremost, if you're a PlayStation owner or I never played this game before, I would say this here. If you watch The Walking Dead, you're going to like this game. So don't worry about the Metacritic say, y'all know that's bullshit. Forget them. You know what I'm saying? So that's
that was a good one, Triple.
Yeah, that's just my point about it because like those type of games, you just get into it. Let's go.
That game is The Walking Dead before Walking Dead.
It is. But hold on, let me say something. Let me say something. I'm loving the chat tonight. The chat is live. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying. Let me say, Alvin White. Let me make this point. If you know what I'm saying, Street Fighter was trash. You cannot deny how bad that game was in the beginning of. I was going to buy a PlayStation bundle with that. I was anticipating. I was like, oh man, I gotta cop it. But I got but thank you, B Shadows.
Street Fighter dated.
Thank you, B Shadows, for telling me, man, just build your PC up, man, and just get it on PC. And I did. So not only I got Street Fighter 5 on the PC, I got Street Fighter 5 on the PlayStation.
On the same PC that gave you problems tonight?
Yes.
Yep.
It plays my game fine. It plays my game fine, but everything else, it's just
people don't talk about Street Fighter.
Yeah, so but anyway.
How fast did that game drop to 1999? It was less than 5 months.
Oh no, that game didn't sell 1 million until after a year.
It was 1999, nigga.
Since they want to talk about numbers,
I know we're being messy. You get a little too messy. Let's just keep.
Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. All right, so let's get Triple Cup Chuck. This is your moment. This is your time.
Yeah.
You know, they say backwards compatibility. Nobody wants to play old games, but a lot of people got excited about that fight night. So, what's up, man? I know you've been playing it. I got it downloaded, but I haven't even booted it up yet. So let me know
you
what
don't
you think
want-
about it. Is it graphically dope? Is the online dope? Because there were people asking about
I haven't got it yet.
You
I'm
can
about
play
to-
online.
I mean, it got a
so
curve.
Mhm.
It got a little curve. You know,
explain it to us.
Yeah, I mean, like, when me and Collider, we were trying to do it, but what you got to do is you got to go to your, pull up your 360 and try to add your friends on that. You know what I'm saying? It's smooth how it is right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? We used to the Xbox One, you know what I'm saying, where you could just push the button and bam, bam, bam. See, we didn't realize with the 360 that the 360 actually, you know what I'm saying, we had more steps. It was a little more clunky. It's old. So, you know what I'm saying, once we get past that, you get into that groove and you get into that fight night, man, ooh, that game is the best backwards compatible game. I've been waiting on it. Like everybody said, you can have your favorite game. Nobody else have to like it. I'm gonna say it loud and proud. Fight Night is my game, man. I was on it. I'm talking about playing it, smiling, and I had Ray Robinson. Anybody can get it. I don't care if you get a heavyweight. That's why I'm fighting against Ray Robinson. Now I'm punching Holyfield down. I was punching
Talking
Tyson
mad
down.
shit.
I was
Hey,
punching
did you play
everybody down.
Cyclone shit? Because I heard Cyclone
Man,
was on.
tell him he can
Yeah,
get
man.
it. Hey, he can get it. I want competition. Actually, I need some competition because it's too easy. I need to be online with
Thomas?
it.
You
I'm
said
telling
it's too
you,
easy.
Yeah, it's too easy. I'm playing with a middleweight against a heavyweight, hard as it get, and I'm punching them down. Man, I want some competition. Whoever won it, don't run.
Well, yeah,
It's
that's
a backwards
because
compatible game.
you know what that is though, because a lot of times when people get heavyweights and they see them against a middleweight, they be trying to knock
Punch
you
their
out,
head off.
Knock 'em out.
right? And they wear themselves out, and that's why they lose so easy.
Yeah, but look, I'm playing the computer. The computer ain't gonna play like that. So that's why I say when I get online, you know, anybody. I was like in the top on the 360, and just having a backwards compatible game. Man, look how excited I am. Man, you think I'm worried about what these other people saying? Oh, y'all, watch.
He was in the
That's all
top
I'm
10
doing.
when everybody was on the one. Stop it.
Man, I don't know what.
Hey, yeah, and you know what? How'd your kids? How'd your wife? They are slipping on not bringing that Street Fighter X tech cross tech in that because I love that game. I know a lot of people didn't like it, but I love it. I got it on PC.
I got it on PC.
Yeah, so that's my jam, man.
Hide your wife, hide your kids.
Yeah,
man, he out. Yeah,
Yo, he actually left a
bag.
comment on my page on the last video I put out. I think it was Fight Night or something. He said some shit that I actually raped them. I don't know, back in the day.
Oh,
in
yeah,
King
he be
and
saying
shit.
some wild stuff, man. He be saying some wild stuff.
Yo, dude, I just laughed. I was like, all right, yo, LOL, you got
wild
jokes.
stuff, man. Trying to pretend to be other people and stuff like that. But anyway, man, that's
a content update.
So
I got goddamn state
Well,
of
you
the
know, they
cake
got the
right
new
now.
the new dashboard update is released. They talked about it a couple days ago.
Yeah. But talk about that, Delilah.
I don't know too much about it. I just know they posted on somebody posted on Twitter. That it was coming.
Oh,
I don't know the
see, you
specific
brought it up and you
details.
say, see, look,
Dude, I don't know the details.
We apologize
Girl, been
that our
working,
topics
bro.
is kind of.
I don't know the details. I'm sorry. I just don't.
Like,
My bad.
man, I didn't get the topics ready for this evening because, man, like I said, I worked until like I didn't get home until like it was. Like,
it's all good. It's plenty of stuff to talk about. Did you guys see that?
Well, I have to say it because it confused what a person.
Noonie Cooney.
I was actually playing For Honor last night. And you know what? I actually like that game.
That game is fantastic, but it's a hardcore game.
It's hard.
It's a hardcore game. It's not for the
trying to learn the buttons. It's how to learn the buttons.
Play Call of Duty. Do not play that game. It's not for you.
Call of Duty.
You know what I'm saying? That's like for the Rainbow Siege people. That game is vicious. I love it though.
Yeah,
I love
dude, it's dope. It's dope. The gameplay is really deep,
and it takes advantage of that X, baby, and that Pro. It looks fantastic on the Pro first.
Which game is that?
For Honor.
Oh, really?
That was, when I saw that on the Pro, I almost passed out, and then I was like, I hope the X get that patch, and then they got to double the patch. But
if it goes on sale, I'll cop it on the X, but I got it on PC. I was there was a deal on Steam. I was like, oh.
But you don't need it then. But that game is beautiful.
Well, if I want to play people on, what I'm saying, online. But
shades, but
yeah, that's crazy. I got State of Decay. Anybody want to play? I think my daughter's godfather bought it because he's a meathead.
Nice.
I just
like that. Hey, man. So, all right, man. So let's it's almost 10:30, man. I know that the show.
Wait.
What's up?
Hold on. Did I miss the handicap thing with the controller?
You mean the adaptive?
No, we should talk about that. We should talk about that.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. And also, big ups to Microsoft and to the 343 for revitalizing and bringing back Master Chief Collection and getting it back the way it's supposed to be.
4K that bad boy.
And the online is working pretty good. Me and the Don was playing it last weekend, and we were like startled because it was jumping in a match quick. We played big match. We played small match.
Big team battle.
Yeah, big team battle. And it was working. So
I know, right? Big match.
So big match. Anyway, so it was good. It was dope, man. It was really dope to see that they've been working on it. And then once they start putting the HDR and the 4K elements to it, sky's the limit. So I'm like, good deal, because that's, you know what I'm saying, that was a marvel into itself. But having that online to be as broken as it was an atrocity. That was, to me, one of the worst things Xbox did at this generation. It was an embarrassment.
It was an embarrassment.
You know what I'm saying? We
could official. We could shut down Microsoft.
That's the thing. Xbox fans are more critical than any other fan out there. You know what I'm saying? PC fans can be pretty damn critical. But Xbox fans are probably the most critical out of all of them, out of everything. Nintendo fans don't say too much of anything.
They don't care.
They don't say nothing. They don't
Pokemon!
care. If they get something, they hyped. You know what I'm saying? So they don't say nothing. PlayStation fans always change the narrative and bring it on to Xbox or to Nintendo or to something else. They never want to talk bad about what they got over there. Never. You'll hear a few say something bad. They kick those people out of the group. And then they'll make up when a new game comes out and they'll start kissing that ass, man. It's weird over there, bro.
I'm a Nintendo fan. I signed up for that Smash Brothers situation at E3. I had to admit that.
Oh my goodness. Let's talk about the controller. Let's get off of that. Let's talk about the controller. No. We ain't going in there. Let's talk about the controller. It moved me. It almost put me to tears. It almost put me to tears. A lot of people don't know this about me, but I'm a parateacher on the side, and I deal with the handicapped children. I deal with handicapped children, and haven't done it in a while because of my first job, because we've been putting in a lot of hours. But when the time that I can, I'll go and I'll assist and take those kids out to field trips, things like that, or activities, or what they call it, or just sit in the room and just help try to let them learn or whatever. But that moved me. That really moved me, and that was really special. And for anybody, they had to disable the chat because people are so fucking ignorant. They have no sense of comprehension of understanding. Like, look, this is serious. This is taking people that can't
get deeper. Get deeper so everybody know exactly what you're talking about, man.
Like this is something that where people actually they can't do this. Your sorry asses are capable. You have your hands, or you have everything. You know what I'm saying? You're normal for the most part. But you want to get pissy because it's an Xbox product that's helping out the less unfortunate? You really want to troll that, knowing that maybe somebody in your family is fucking sick or have issues or disabilities.
Or let something happen to you. Like, if you want to play a game.
Yeah. Like old dude that they showed that lost his hand.
Aneurysm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
fucked up on one side.
Yeah, so I want to go to you, Delilah, first. And what did you think about that? And
I thought it was fascinating. I mean, it kind of sucks that it leaked before the show, but I still think it is great, because anytime you can help someone enjoy because games change my life. So for me, it's pretty high up on my list. And so if you can help anybody be able to just cope with their situation or enjoy games for what they are, even given their disability or what they're like, and I mean, to me, it's just I can't do nothing but give them applause for even thinking to do something like this, because this sad as it sounds, like this just not something that commonly crosses your mind as a person that's capable to play games. You don't think about what about if someone else isn't able to play, or what happens if I lose my hand and I can't play, or what happens if you don't know. Tomorrow isn't promised to anybody. Death is guaranteed. Car accidents happen in less than a second. Like you just don't know what could happen. And so for them to even come out with something like this to help people who are disabled, I think it's fantastic and phenomenal. I mean, they had everything with that little device. It has switches and you can attach things to it in order to
build your own
controller. Essentially, you can build a controller. It's dope. So
yeah, kudos to Microsoft about that. Go ahead, Kaleidoscope. Let me get your thoughts on that.
Actually, kudos to Microsoft for showing that they have heart. They care about all gamers, all players.
But they didn't have to do it. Period.
Yeah, they didn't have to do that. No, I'm saying I have a friend of mine, no, I'm saying on Xbox Live, Darth Merkham, shout outs to Darth Merk and Master Chief as well. Formerly Xbox Uprising on YouTube. And one time we had talked with Microsoft a couple of times. We actually was in a party with Megatron the other day, and he brought in one of the guys that was working on like controllers and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And we told him about the controller. It was like, yo, our homeboy, you know what I'm saying? He has muscular dystrophy and he's actually having problems reaching the bumpers. Mm-hmm. And the triggers is starting to get in the way, his ailment and whatnot. It's starting to get in the way. Could you guys do like a controller or something? And I guess they already knew what they was working on. He was like, oh, that's something good. We're gonna look into that. But I know it's not the first time they received that type of feedback. All right, because remember when they showed the avatars, that they were showing the avatars where supposedly they haven't released them yet, but there was going to be avatars that was going to be in wheelchairs, using crutches, the whole nine. So they was thinking of this, a couple of years back. All right, so it's not something that just started overnight in the last 6 months and let's throw it out there. Nah, they've been thinking about this for a while, and it affects all types of people, not just people with diseases or ailments or whatever, or born a certain way, but people that are actually in accidents. The first person that they showed on Xbox Insider, he had lost his hand. And it looked like it was due to an accident or something. Mm-hmm. All right. You never know what could happen to you tomorrow. You walk out the next day, you end up getting in a car accident, and guess what? You fucked up.
And still be able to
they came out with a type of controller where you could still game and still have fun.
Yep.
It's like, yo, I just got to give them mad kudos for that, man, and props to Phil Spencer and the whole Xbox division.
If this was Nintendo doing this, they'd have been putting them on a pedestal. They would have.
Oh, definitely. It's
been ridiculous, man. I just feel like Microsoft has this weird stench about them that nobody likes. I don't understand it. I never understood it, and it's
always been cool to hate Microsoft.
Yeah, that's what I never understood that.
Windows.
But that's the thing. I never understood that. I've always liked Microsoft and what they were doing. They always seemed like they was innovating and trying to change the game.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Always. So for them to even do this, I'm saying I'm surprised, but I really shouldn't be. This is Microsoft we're talking about. They do stuff like this all the time. Right. They always doing stuff first. Look it up.
Yep, look it up.
Yeah, exactly.
It's my turn. I'm gonna drop some gems.
Look it up. Go ahead, 108. Give me your thoughts on it.
First of all, I'm going to say this to all you clowns, and it was all dudes disrespecting Microsoft for bringing in handicapped gamers and unfortunate gamers that have this ailments, okay? I hope all y'all get testicle cancer. Seriously.
Come on, bro.
No. We're going to do this because, first of all, Microsoft has always went out their way. Even the soldiers, when they was on submarines for 6 months, because you be underwater for 6 months, they made a way for these guys to play Halo and multiplayer and have a break time on those submarines for them to get together and have a downtime. Because, none of y'all been underwater for 6 months, not seen sunlight. They just innovate things. And for them to even go out here and even do a controller thinking about the handicap. First of all, if you watched my last video, cheap plug, but I said it should have been a collaboration against for all three of them to get together and make this happen. You know what I'm saying? Microsoft is always the first one to say, oh, we're going to do this. If Sony or Nintendo would have did this, it would have been the holy grail. But no, they're giving you Labo. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Stop. Labo's
$80 cardboard, $80 card.
It would have been the hottest topic in the media.
Come on,
right? It would have been the hottest topic everywhere.
No, and listen, we know Xbox is my favorite platform, and it's not because of the games; it's because of the community. But what I'm saying is, look at what they're doing. It's like they go out here, they give you a platform, and they say, "Listen, we want everybody to be able to play." They don't care about oh, we don't have God of War and it's going to sell 3 million in 3 days. They're thinking about the community. You know what I'm saying? What has PlayStation done for that? Anything? What have they invested in their community? Straight up.
I know that PlayStation did something for the
don't worry, they'll copy it in like
they'll put it out there. But I know that PlayStation did something with the once they had that big earthquake out there from that and then there was that.
I mean, they all do something
stuff like that. They do some kind, like all these companies do something to a degree. But
even GameStop, my boy had to bring the light on that. But what I'm saying is, we need to acknowledge what Microsoft be doing for these handicapped people that other companies just don't do. If it's Microsoft or your favorite basketball star and they go to the hospital and talk to the cancer kids, these people need to be put on the forefront and get the word out. This is what they're doing. Besides just trying to make money off the gamer, because they ain't making nothing off of them. You know what I'm saying? I heard it's like a $40 to $50 million investment of RD for this goddamn controller. That controller is like the goddamn. It was like a building. It has so many parts that attach each other. We can't even understand it. But it was good to see somebody in a state how they was, putting a smile on their face, playing a game that just was a joy. I felt a ways because I always tell Mega, if I hit the lotto, I'll take care of my neighborhood. But I do the little things I can in my neighborhood to make a dent. And this was important to me to talk about because I said this is making a dent because this is touching a group of people nobody talks about.
Yeah.
They're the minorities. They're definitely the minorities in gaming. I'm happy Microsoft did this, man. Kudos go out to y'all, man.
No doubt. No doubt. What about you, Chuck?
Testicle cancer for all the meatheads.
Man, that is crazy. I mean, me personally, I just like, saying that's actually a very nice and touching thing that Microsoft had did, but it's to me, it's just boil my blood just to hear somebody just to even troll that think they're gonna do some wise things.
Yeah,
like,
that's foul.
Want to do that? Like, what kind of how you get happy about doing something like that? Will you tell somebody that? Oh, I just trolled somebody trying to help out some handicapped people. That's like an older lady fall down and you walk past laughing.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We'll stop the car, hop out the car, come across, man,
exactly.
Okay? Yeah, you know what I'm saying, man? Put some respect behind yourself. Simple, just we could game, we could clown, we could have fun, we can call each other bots, ponies all day long. You know what I'm saying? It's all fun and games, but I don't like all that, you know what I'm saying, when people try to go deep about your mamas and all this other stuff, and they trying to go to the next level, and now they want to talk about unfortunate people when they can't do it, and somebody say, look, hey, I'm not gonna give you a fish, I'm gonna teach you how to fish, I'm gonna give you this tool where you could come game with everybody else. Man, that ain't nothing but love right there.
Yeah, seeing that girl, seeing that the one girl that was saying that she would play, that she was used to watch her friends play Overwatch,
right?
Yeah. That got to me, bro. Like I said, it almost got me. It almost.
Because they want to play. Man.
It's real. I mean, if you think about it, it could be you. Like, what if you in that situation? Like,
and your rhythm could put you in that position. And let me give a shout out to a dude in my clan. This is what I meant to say. A dude in my clan. His name is Philip J. Fry. He's from New Jersey. My clan is 16 years old now. 108 Dragons. That's my clan. But he plays with the controller in his left hand and uses the right analog on his chest because his whole right side is dead. He's been playing, this is for him. His name is Philip J. Fry. Those are the dude. He's been in my clan forever. When I saw that, I said, damn, now Philip could be on the same playing field as us. Yeah. He's been at a disadvantage for years.
Yeah, so
it's
pretty honest. Okay, so go ahead and take us on in, Live Wire. What did you think about the controller for the handicap? All right.
It was muted.
Okay. All right. Ivanka said, no, we ain't talking about that. We Trumps. Anyway.
That made sense.
I hate. Do anybody else want to say any last words about Fight Night? Because I know that you just.
I ain't say anything on Fight Night.
Okay, go ahead and say something. Then you sign us out.
Yo, I always knew the game was amazing. All right, I put out a video this week talking about the game, and the Fight Night King is back. All right, the storyline was no joke. The mechanics is dope as hell. 60 frames per second. You can't beat that, man. I mean, it just the way it controls, it's a beauty to behold, yo. And the mechanics is so on point. And that's the only thing that's been lacking this generation. Is a boxing game. We have not seen one this generation, bro.
You think EA's gonna do another one? Like the chances?
Actually, I heard rumors that the next one that they're working on is a Fight Night title because supposedly they had a 3-game deal with UFC, and UFC 3 came out last fall.
So you're done with UFC, okay?
No, I don't think they're done with UFC. I don't think they're
done. Not done, but just like for the moment finished.
Yeah, I'm hoping that pops up at the E3, the new one, and seeing that this is coming out now, like a month before E3. I don't know, man. Could it be a precursor of things to come?
It could be. Well, next week we'll be talking about predictions. We'll be getting ready to start talking about that. It's getting close. It's getting close. There were some other topics that I wanted to bring up, but we'll bring them up next week.
There's one thing I wanted to touch upon, which I forgot to mention earlier.
Go ahead.
When they showed that Halo game, that arcade game,
I'm playing.
I want that to come to my arcade, but it gave me an idea for something else, which Microsoft should look into. Light gun games. All right,
bring the light gun games back
with the gun. Yeah, bring the light gun games back. They just released a brand new House of the Dead in Japan. By saying, I can find the video on YouTube. That looks lit. And that Halo game, I would love to play it at my crib. All right.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we got these giant 4K TVs now. Come on, bring light gun gaming back.
Light guns only work with CRTs, man. They don't work with no LED.
Oh,
they don't.
You could be right.
That's the problem.
Come up with a new technology. Yo, y'all got those $9 billion in R&D. Microsoft, use it.
Well,
and that's with Philips.
Yeah,
I don't know. I always said, like, you know, other than, you know, me being scared of the eye herpes, but I would say that I would jump in on VR if it didn't matter if it was PlayStation, whatever, if they brought a House of the Dead, because that to me would be right up my alley.
Good games, so many good scary games on VR right now too.
Well, I mean, it's not so much about Left 4 Dead. I mean, that game, House of the Dead, is being scary. It's just that that was that game. Like that would be like that's a perfect VR game for me.
Showed your age.
I don't care. I had a dude on Twitter calling me Pops today. I was cracking me up. Like, you know, I was cracking up at that. But anyway, so yeah, we're about to get out of here. But I do want to say, man, on Inside Xbox, still giving out content to Forza 7. You know what I'm saying? Love Forza 7, so I'll definitely be popping that in. There was some art that popped up, some custom art, and I showed that in the DM where it looked like that the rumors for Forza Horizon being in Tokyo might be true. So we'll talk about all that stuff next week. I'll probably it's pretty dope. You gotta check it out in the DMs, man. That custom art looks so damn dope.
Man, stop doing that, dude. If that junk is not in Tokyo,
we need to mention one thing though. That Black Panther Xbox One. They need to make that. They need to make that for the consumers, yo.
They showed
Fuck that 5 people bullshit, yo.
They showed my Ram Todd Gurley, man. Look, they didn't have no Falcon. They didn't have no Dallas Cowboy. They didn't have no Eagle.
They couldn't afford a Falcon. They could afford a story behind Todd Gurley.
They didn't have no trash ass New England Patriots.
They can afford Todd Gurley.
They can afford Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley's the man. He might be on the Madden cover. Do you not understand what this means to me? Right? Like, because you got Madden could have Gurley on the cover this coming up year, which is huge. Iverson is going to be on the 2K collector's edition. Wow. So I might have to cop that. And they talk about Westbrook gonna be on 2K18.
He is.
What? Man, day one buys, paying the max. Anyway,
I'm going left. Everybody go see goddamn Deadpool. It destroys the first one.
All right.
Yeah, I saw that earlier
I'm
today.
done with this
I saw that, yo. I'm not
spoilers. I'm out.
That was dope. That was dope. Nah, I ain't no spoilers. I ain't gonna spoil anything.
I'm about to bounce. Don't mention Deadpool.
I ain't do that same thing. Like, man, as soon as
somebody, Freddie Fox said, Time Crisis 3 was played on LCD screens.
Oh, okay.
Really?
So yeah, they could. I mean, they could find some new type of technology.
But a lot of flickering. I had that right.
Well, anyway, everybody hit that invisible like button, or if you want to hit that invisible, because I can see them. I don't know why people can't.
Everybody go to 100 and give them 100.
Yeah,
random question for the panel. Do any of you guys got a GoPro? Anyone of y'all got a GoPro? Nobody got a GoPro?
I don't have a GoPro.
Who does that small camera?
Dude, it's because it's really good for getting action shots. Man, whatever.
Hey, I bet you the Don got a GoPro because he be cycling and shit through the mountains. That dude's weird on that shit, man. Like, he be showing me pictures of him. Like,
man, you got me really thinking he be doing that shit.
He do. Don be doing that shit. Don be doing all types of shit, man. He got the go. Be having cameras and shit, and
now I'm about climb mountain and shit.
He be mountain biking. Don is like on another shit, man. Don be like,
that's a different level right there.
Biking and shit. Yeah. I say he out there, man.
Yeah, no, because going to E3, I want to be able to, capture the experience. You know what I mean?
So you gonna put a GoPro on your head?
No, on my shoulder. I said on my head. Really?
I know, right? I want to go to E3 and put it on her shoulder like she a predator.
Listen, I'm 5'. That looks so.
Put it on your shoulder.
You 5 foot?
And I'm 5 foot.
How tall are you?
If you 5 foot, you ain't gonna get nothing on your shoulder.
You say you 5. What if you on my shoulders and I carry you around with that GoPro?
Listen,
GRG got their own personal mini.
You know what? Whatever. Moving on.
I'm so tiny. Anyway, all right, man. Let's go outside now. Where can they find you at, man?
Man, hey, know what they can find me at? Right now, they can find me making a choice because you know what I'm saying, I'm a broke man, so I got to either purchase State of Decay 2. I'll tell my girl go out to see Deadpool 2.
Hey, man.
But hey, look, hold on. But luckily, I got Game Pass. We're going to go see Deadpool 2.
They passed the saving relationship, baby. They don't know.
Game Pass
They don't even know it, huh?
Game Pass saved my life.
Be some love.
Hey, anybody can get it on Fight Night, Triple Cup Chuck. I'm going to be on there fighting. I mean, I ain't backing down from nobody.
Send me that friend request, Lemon 23.
All right, come on, Lemon. We can go do it.
Yeah, you need to send me one, man. Like that we can fight, actually.
Nah, man. I need to boot it up so I can go ahead and get my head beat until I get it right.
Yeah, because I'm punching everybody down.
Yeah, I might have to bring Leonard out there or Hagler.
Find me in. Man, I'm telling you, Ray Robinson all day long.
Hey, man, Hagler might have to
Ray Robinson.
Put the Hagler on.
Man,
the same height as the
Oh yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Is Mayweather on the game?
No. I got him on.
They made him though. I heard that they
downloaded him. I downloaded Wilder. I mean,
they make Wilder.
You can download characters.
Yeah.
People make
man, they got Rocky Balboa. They got
yes, they do. I had Rocky too. They got Creed. Everybody. Drago.
Yup.
Oh, I got
all that characters started with Fight Night,
wow.
man.
Now you made me more excited for the game.
Hey, Mr. T, Kimbo Slice.
Yep, sure.
They got Kimbo? Okay.
Yeah. Boy, Kimbo, he like a dog too. Yeah, he's something serious.
All right. So what about your podcast, man?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be on the. Oh, matter of fact, spoiler, riffy, letting it be known. So now, Delilah, you better go see it before then, because it's all coming out. We're gonna have like some milk with a side on the kitchen counter for 2 days straight.
I'm pretty sure I see it before then, for sure.
But I'm gonna say one thing that's not a spoiler. They got us.
No.
They got us.
Doing that.
They cut the before he say anything.
We just get to the outros before, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Keep on adding more and more stuff.
We're not gonna do it.
We about to go straight to you. Runaway Dragon. Where your ass?
You trying to say if I say my piece, you gonna kick me?
Yeah, you might. You think you don't see cut? Get out! Come on, man.
You can find Runaway Dragon, man. I want y'all all to go see my video talking about this handicap stuff with these retards, these 300 fools. That's the worst 300 dudes, not like the movie. But 108 Dragons TV, you already know what we do. And stay tuned for everybody on this panel. We're going to be at E3 bringing you fresh content every day, showing you us behind the scenes, doing things you ain't never seen, because this is what we do, people. Don't you boot me.
I'm not interrupting you, damn body. Just sit back and relax. All right, Kaleidoscope. Where can they find you at, man?
They can find me at DirectX-Star on Twitter, on YouTube at Kaleidospace the Scope, and on Xbox Live at Kaleidoscope, and also on the DirectX show every Saturday, or most Saturdays. And actually, when the E3 comes on, actually 100 was talking to me the other day, Mr. Intro Media himself, about actually us. We're going to be doing the show on Ghost Rider 730's channel, and actually going to go to the guys over there from the GRG. While they while they over there at the
doing it live.
The E3, you know what I'm saying? Doing it live, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Every day though.
No doubt.
Not every day.
Not every day.
Every day.
So like that.
This is why I need to get the GoPro. See what I'm saying?
Exactly. Now the GoPro would be on point. Get that. I agree.
How much is the GoPro?
Right, this range from 200 to 400.
Okay.
Real ones are 400.
Yeah, the real ones.
Well, I imagine.
The other one is a knockoff.
They got a 4K 60 one, which is like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to see every blemish and pimple of everybody. But
I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that 1080 60.
I want to see
that's good though.
I want to see $50. Let's get it done.
See, there you go. I told you stop doing
that. I've been thinking about it because
I'm about to go get these
Look, this might be my last E3, so I might have to pull out all the stops. You know what I mean?
From what I'm hearing, this could be everybody's last E3. This might be So
not yours. This your first. This my first. We gonna bang out.
No. I'm talking about just for overall. They might
be the last E3.
So,
yeah, because everybody doing their own individual shows and stuff now. So.
Yeah, because the rumors of Xbox going and getting their own show looks like it's a possibility coming in the future. So, Livewire, where can they find you at?
You can find me on my channel. I just put up a new conversation piece on State of Decay, so check that out.
In the middle of the show?
I didn't hear no
Damn.
Well, I'm saying they could check it out. I went in a little bit more detail about some sort of things.
In the middle of GRG show. He went.
Dang, man. I tell you, I'm Donald Trump, baby. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm charging my phone, so I can't.
Hey, that's why you're muted for so long.
I called you name and everything. I was like, hey, man, what you think about this? Nothing.
He literally.
Yeah, we over here doing a commentary. And this is what you need to look for in this place.
Y'all see the.
He wanted to talk about most State of Decay. That's
because you see, he wasn't gonna shut up, so I had to cut him off. Like
well, I couldn't talk about it like that because
cans poured into
daughter was crying.
Allow you to talk. Shut up.
Oil cans.
That's hilarious.
Daughter start crying. She put the pacifier in your mouth. Shut up.
Yeah. So all right. So Delilah HD, where can they find you at? We're going to make a video.
Delilah_HD. Man, the whole video thing, that's rough right there. I'm telling you. I'm too picky. And it's just I'm particular about what I post. You already know that.
You're too picky, but you go put a GoPro on your head.
Well, I'm not gonna put it on my head.
You look like the Predator. Come on, stop, nigga.
I'm too short. I can't put it on my. No,
you're gonna be walking around with a helmet on.
Hey, but for real though, with her height, with on her shoulder, that's gonna make it like it's like a first person, like somebody.
Right, exactly. Like it's my view.
Like
literally, I see.
The camera view gonna be looking at mad people's stomachs.
I don't want to see.
I'm sorry, Delilah. I'm sorry. Yo, I'm about to get beat by the grandmother of the team. Stop, man.
Okay, you know what?
Oh, shit. I'm sorry.
It's not roast Delilah night.
I will pick her
my bad,
up.
Delilah.
And I will pick her up and let it be you know what I'm saying, to put on.
I wish I would have told y'all my height. This is just
you know what I'm saying? She goes right. And every time I know that I pick her up and put her on my shoulder so we can walk through the crowd, you hear That's it. So anyway, man, let's get out of here, man. Thank you so much, as always. Sorry about the technical issues first. So this will definitely be the part 2. And we'll just go ahead and Get out of here, man. This is your boy KMEGA 405.
Hangouts ain't shit.
What'd you say? What'd you say?
Hangouts ain't shit.
What did you just say?
Hangouts ain't shit.
I thought he said testicle cancer.
Yeah, whatever, man.
Oh, man,
you know I got to be an Xbox fan when they showing them Rams out there, man, and he was disrespecting them Seahawks right in front of
Hey, man, wait till you hear the disrespectful talk I said when we get on that fight night.
I'm a Seahawks fan. He's like, I'm sorry for you. I'm about to whoop their ass again this year. I was like, ooh, he didn't really say it like that, but
Dog is in the chat. He said that I'm taller than 100.
Hey, without the head, without 100 head, that's 100 head off though.
Like,
100 head about 5 feet.
I actually met 100. He's tall. He's way taller than me.
100 head about 5 feet.
He's like what? He's like 5'10", 5'5".
Yeah, he's like 5'9", 5'10".
Man, he talking like he's 6'6".
Yeah,
He talking like he's dragging height.
Hey man, I'm like 6'6", son. I'm man. I'm saying I'm like man.
You know how we do it in Cali.
6'6".
I don't know. I actually I really don't remember.
I'm looking down at all y'all. We like the gods of Olympus.
Hey,
y'all
man,
like
I'm looking down on y'all.
I don't know, man. I don't want that flow.
You got me by a few inches. Y'all what, 6'5", 6'6"? I'm 6'4". I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
I said we are looking down on
I
them.
thought you like, I was like,
I'll be floating. Y'all be as tall as y'all want. I'm gonna float.
How tall are you, Chuck?
Man, I'm 5'11". I'm regular height.
5'11". 5'6". He's like 5'6".
Hell no, man, I'm 5'11". I show my
You're as tall as my daughter. Shut up.
I'm gonna say his beard's longer than
Hey, I'm the everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm the perfect height where, you know what I'm saying, what? I ain't too tall and I ain't too short. You know what I'm saying? So
Live is
down.
Live is the tallest out of us. He's like what?
Delilah's like the chia pet of the crew.
Man, whatever.
All right, bro. Get out of here, man. We are
NBA Giants. We over there.
Whatever, man. I'm insecure about my height right now.
Oh, NBA Giants.
That's lovely.
You know,
only one talking about your height is lovely.
Big like me. No, nope. We're not doing that. I'm not the only one. That's bad.
I have to wear heels the whole trip. So
no, don't do that because he's gonna be taller than 100 for real. I said, yo, what size shirt you wear? He said a medium. I said, what, nigga? I said, Infamous bigger than you?
Small dude, though.
I said, Infamous bigger than you, nigga? He said, you said you play basketball or you play tennis? Which one, motherfucker? He said, I play basketball. Not at that size. There ain't no basketball player size, motherfucker. Oh, man. I can't wait till we get out there. Woo.
Yeah, it should be lit. The time.
Man, I can't put a medium.
I always have. I mean, this be my 66 or 73. But I have a good time every time I go.
I hope so, man. I'm excited.
Find some parties, man. Shoot, that's all you gotta do. Like,
that's all I'm looking for. Besides the work,
get the free food, the free booze, man. Just. Man.
Hey, I got a quick question before y'all go because I know this is gonna happen to me again. I don't know how I did it.
Yo, Delilah,
Delilah,
if you catch Lemon out there dancing against KMEGA, I got to see it on some kid.
Oh, man, that's why I got
to ask y'all something real. I got to ask a question.
They was battle.
Hey, go ahead, Chuck. What you saying?
Yeah, on the Windows 10, I got it on my laptop. So when I try to log straight in, it keeps telling me to install this plug-in. So when I go to install it, it never installed it. And when it say install
plugin,
I don't know. It just say install free.
What's going on?
Because I never had that issue. I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe you need to just get rid of it.
No, this is my the second laptop be doing it. I mean, the other
I think
laptop
it's just saying that. Oh, you'd have to check to see on YouTube if we still live. Sometimes
it's still live
on YouTube.
On YouTube,
yeah. Remember, remember that happened to us the other Saturday. And I had the party going, and he dropped out just like KMEGA did.
Let me see. That's bad.
It was live.
We're not supposed to be live.
Right, so if it is live, we need to jump off.
Let me see. Oh yeah.
Some people are laughing at us in the chat.
It is live, huh? All right. Well, people, we out. This is the technical.
Chat. We sorry, people.
KMEGA still got the show going, so we're sorry about that.
We're doing a marathon. This the after hours of Triple X.
You know what? Y'all just caught the
They don't want to hit after hours.
Man, yeah, it get way more extreme. Like whoever finna go get punched down in fight night, let's go get it. I'm out here.
Yo, you gotta. No, I'm not as probably as good as you.
Yo, send me that invite, Chuck.
Man,
Yo,
Send me
let's
that
get
invite, man.
Somebody trying to trigger say it ain't live. They still talking on there.
Party chat.
Man, come on. Yeah, you right. Party chat.
I'm about to get back on the X, man. My computer is
I guess
not
we just one by one leave, and then it'll eventually
for this
turn off. I'm guessing.
game, man.
There we go. All right.
Hey, thanks for checking out the GRG podcast. All your gaming news and our special topic of the week. Make sure to join us every Friday night, 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central, and 6:30 Pacific. This was the GRG podcast.